Hello, welcome to day 10 of our 14-day mindful movement challenge. Today, it's all about surrendering. It's all about letting go. Letting go of any expectations of your body, letting go of any tension or tightness in the body, and just enjoying some beautiful poses. See how you feel at the end. Grab your comfy pants, meet me on the mat. Welcome to surrender. So for this morning's or today's class, you'll be needing a pillow or a bolster if you have one, or just a rolled up blanket that you can use just to support yourself through some of these poses. I'd also like you to have access to a wall. We're going to be doing one of my class's favourite poses, which is legs up the wall. Don't worry if you haven't got a wall, we can just do this with the legs elevated. Okay, let's begin. So just coming into Sukhasana, our easy, comfortable seated pose. Just rolling the shoulders up, back and down, lifting the sternum, lifting the crown of the head to the chest. And I want you to bring awareness down to your pelvic region. Think about your sit bones and just have a little rock backwards and forwards through your sit bones. And just being aware of what happens to your spine as you rock backwards and forwards. As we go backwards, the bottom of the spine gently arches round. As we come forward, it gently arches forward. And what I'm looking for is you to sit on the middle of your sit bones so that the spine can be nice and straight. So just spend a few moments of awareness there. And then softly close your eyes. Keep that spine nice and tall. Keep the shoulders relaxed and away from your ears. You can bring the hands into chin mudra if that feels nice, just touching the index finger towards the thumb. And softly bring awareness to your breath. Just notice the flow of breath in through the nose, into the lungs, and out of the lungs and out through the nose. Just bring your full awareness to your breath. And on your next inhalation, as we breathe in, I want you to place the word let in your mind. As you breathe out, place the word go in your mind. So inhale, let. Exhale, go. Let. And go. Let go, and just stay with this breath, just letting go with each exhalation, bringing a feeling of calmness and stillness to both the body and the mind. Embrace a sense of grounding here, of connecting to the earth. Feel the weight of gravity. Notice the points of your body which are connecting with the mat, symbolically the earth. And just bringing your awareness back to your breathing now. Letting go of the words we placed in our minds. Flicker open the eyes if you'd like to. You can remain eyes closed if you like. And we're just going to place the palms of the hands down onto the knees and just allow the fingertips to touch the knees. As you inhale, gently roll your chin up towards the ceiling, keeping that length in the spine and open up through the front of the throat. As you exhale, tuck the chin in towards the chest and lengthen out through the back of the neck. Inhale, rising up, taking the gaze upwards. You can stay with the eyes closed if you like. Exhale, tucking the chin in towards the chest. One last time. Inhale, take the chin up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Open the mouth as wide as you can and gently close. And do that a few times on the exhalation. Open and close, open and close. And then inhale, bring your head all the way back, tuck your chin in towards the chest, relax the shoulders. Take a deep breath in, rotate the head all the way round to the right, create a lovely big circle with your nose, taking it up towards the ceiling, round to the left. And allow the chin just to come back into the chest and roll around the other way. Release any tension from the neck, from the shoulders. Just letting go, surrendering into your practice today. And inhale, take the chin back to its neutral position. Take the fingertips down to the ground. Inhale, rise the arms up and overhead, lifting out of the spine, the front, the back, the sides of the body. As you exhale, take the right hand onto the left knee and allow the left arm to come behind and gently twist and look over your left shoulder, but keep that spine nice and tall. As you inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, twist. On the next inhalation, rise the arms back up to the ceiling. Stretch out of the body as you exhale. Take the left hand to the right knee. Take the right arm behind. Gently twisting round. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhaling and twisting. Just wringing out the spine a little bit. Releasing any tension. Inhale, come all the way back up to centre. This time as you exhale, fold forwards. Just allowing the hands to come wherever feels comfortable. Bowing the head towards the ground, relaxing out your shoulders, your spine. Allow the sit bones to stay pressing into the ground. And on your next inhalation, walk your hands in towards the knees and sit up nice and tall. Beautiful. Take both legs around to one side. Transition up to your tabletop position. Moving mindfully and slowly as you do this. I'm going to take the knees to the width of the mat apart with the big toes together. Now, if you've got a blanket or cushion to hand, make sure you can reach it if you need to. We're going to take a deep breath in. As you exhale, sink your hips down onto your heels. And maybe just sway through the hips a little bit, releasing off any tension in the lower back and the hips. And then we're going to walk the hands out in front of us and lower the forehead down towards the ground. For some of you, your forehead might not reach. Grab your pillow, grab your blanket, whatever you have, and bring your forehead onto the block, the pillow, the blanket, whatever. So make sure the head is supported. And then just allow yourself to sink down. Just let go. Release any tension in the hips. Soften the lower back. Breathe into the back of your body. And as you exhale, soften the shoulders, the armpits, the wrists and the fingers. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. So really work with your breath here. Nice deep inhalations. And every time you exhale, just relax and let go a little bit more. Soften all the muscles in your forehead. Release your jaw. Breathe into the hips. And as you exhale, soften the hips. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out. On your next inhalation, press into the hands, roll up really slowly through the spine until you make your way into a nice tabletop position. Bring the knees back in so they're underneath the hips. Sink the hips back down to the heels again. Coming into your child's pose. And then walk both hands around to the right. As you exhale, lower the forehead down to the ground and find that lovely stretch into the left side of your body. And again, use your breath to open as you inhale and soften as you exhale. Release any tightness in the shoulders, just let them go here. And on your next inhalation, walk the hands back to center, really slowly, really mindfully. And then walk the hands around to the left. Find that lovely stretch down the right side of the body. Breathe into those right ribs, creating space as you inhale. And exhaling and softening. Nice deep breaths. On your next inhalation, walk the hands back to center. Stretch the fingertips out in front of you. We're going to allow the body to travel forwards and make our way gently down onto the tummy. Stack the elbows directly under your shoulders. So you make a right angle here. The elbows stacked directly underneath the shoulder. The hands are coming out in front. So you've got a right angle into the elbow and up towards the shoulder as well. Make sure that the arms are parallel. Spread your fingers and press them into the ground. I'm going to take the feet about hip distance, maybe slightly wider apart. And we're going to focus on bringing our awareness to pressing the pelvis into the ground, relaxing the buttocks, pressing into the tops of the feet, and just a gentle engagement of the thighs, but keeping a soft bend into your knees. As you inhale, lift the chest through your arms, relax the shoulders away from your ears, so create lots of space between your shoulders and your ears. And take the gaze softly forward, don't crunch through the back of the neck. And find the engagement of your core muscles. So you're pressing your pelvis into the ground, hugging the tummy in, lifting the chest. You might like to softly close your eyes, bringing your awareness to any sensations you can feel in the body. And as you exhale, again, see if you can soften. Inhale, open into the chest, open into the lower back. Exhale, surrender, soften into this pose. Inhale. Maybe noticing the tummy pressing into the ground. As you exhale, engage the core muscles. Relax the buttocks. Keep your feet pressing into the ground behind you. Now you can stay here, or if your back is feeling nice and comfortable and you feel that there's space in the spine, press into your hands. Straighten the arms, pressing into your seal pose. Keep the glutes relaxed, pressing the tops of the feet into the ground. Gentle engagement of the thighs, hugging the tummy in, opening the chest and shoulders away from your ears. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and soften. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, lower all the way down onto your mat. Make a little pillow with your hands and bring one of your cheeks onto the top of the hands. Connect the big toes together. Allow the heels to drop out to the side and gently rock your hips, releasing any tension in the lower back there. And then come to stillness. Breathe into the back of the body. Exhale and let go. Softly place your hands underneath the shoulders. Really slowly make your way out of your laying down position and make your way back into child's pose. Just a little counter pose to open up the back of the body again. We'll just take one more deep breath in here. And softly exhale. Bring your hands down by your knees. As you inhale, lift all the way up to a nice tall kneeling position. We're going to step the right foot to the front of the mat. Bring the hands down either side of your right foot. And maybe scoot the left leg behind slightly. Press into the toes of your right foot and make sure that the knee is stacked directly over your right ankle. Engaging the core muscles, see if you can lift the chest slightly so you're not slumping into your thigh. You've got a slight engagement there. And find that lovely stretch into your left hip flexor. So where the leg and the body connect can get really tight, especially if we spend a lot of time sitting. This is a really nice pose just to allow that hip to open. Now bring awareness to your pelvic floor, pull it up and in slightly, hug your tummy in and then keep that engagement of the chest slightly lifted as you sink the hips down to the ground. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, soften. Deep breath in and exhale, soften. On your next inhalation, we're going to float the hips backwards, straightening the right leg and lifting the toes from the ground. As you inhale, lift and lengthen the chest, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, fold down over that right leg, finding that lovely stretch into the right hamstring. This is a big stretch. If you need to keep the knee bent, keep it bent. If you need to keep the chest lifted, keep it lifted. But let's use our breath here. Deep breaths in. As you exhale, see if you can sink down over that leg. Keep the core muscles engaged. Breathing in, creating a bit of space into your right hamstring. As you exhale, soften and surrender. On your next inhalation, float back to your low lunge. Just come into your low lunge for a moment, taking the gaze upwards. And then we're going to gently step the right foot behind. You can bring the hand to the inside and then bring it round. Sit back into your child's pose for a moment. Stretch off that glute. Inhale, slide the hands towards the knees, lifting up to your tall kneeling position. And let's do the same on the left. Hands come to the hips. Let's step the left foot, whoops, or wiggle to the left. Step the left foot to the front of the mat. And then we're going to fold down over our left leg, bringing the fingertips to the ground. Now, depending on how open you are in this right hip, you can scoot the hip back slightly. If it's too much, you can bring the knee in a little bit. Okay, let's focus on our core muscles. Hug them in, lift the chest. Sink the hip down. Press into your front foot and the top of your back foot. Keep the ears away from the shoulders. Keep a length through your spine. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, just see if you can soften through those hip flexors just a little bit more, but keep the engagement of your core muscles. Deep breath in. And exhale, gently soften. You might like to close the eyes. You might be fighting with your body here. Your body might be saying move. Use your breath to relax into this position. On your next inhalation, float your hips backwards, straighten your front leg, lift the toes. Keep the fingertips where they are. Take a deep breath in, lengthen through the spine, lengthen through your left leg. As you exhale, fold down, releasing the head. And again, stay here, deep breath in. Exhale and soften. Embrace any feelings of discomfort that you might be feeling for stretching those muscles for such a long time. Use your breath here to control both the body and the mind. You can do this. Relax the shoulders and the neck. Inhale, find a little space in the back of your left leg. Exhale, gently soften. On your next inhalation, floating all the way forwards again. Bring the left hand onto the inside and gently step the left foot back. Coming into your little child's pose again, relaxing the shoulders and the lower back, relaxing the forehead. On your next inhalation, float all the way up. And for our final pose of the day, we're going to finish in legs up the wall pose. Now you'll need obviously a wall, or you can do it without a wall if you'd like, but you'll need your blanket or your bolster, whatever you're using, just to prop underneath the hips. Okay, so you can do this without the wall by just laying down on the back and using the pillow underneath and extending the legs up. And I'm just going to gently move the camera so you can see my lovely wall. Okay, it's a little bit awkward to get into the pose, but when you're there, it's really, really scrummy. So I'm actually going to bring you into this pose, and then I'm going to allow you to come out of this pose whenever you like. Some of you might think 2 minutes is enough. Some of you might like to stay here for 20 minutes. So just, pick whatever works for you and your time today. So bring the hips as close to the wall as you can. As I say, it is a little awkward to get into. And then bring the back down to the ground, but trying to keep the hips as close to the wall as you can so that you can walk your feet up the wall at almost a 90-degree angle. Grab hold of your pillow or your bolster, your towel, whatever, and place it underneath your hips. And then just walk the feet up the wall, taking them to whichever comfortable position you like, and allow the arms to come softly away from the body, as we do in Shavasana. Roll the shoulder blades under a little bit to open the chest. Tuck the chin in towards the chest. And just relax, surrender, let go into this beautiful restorative inversion. Bring your awareness to your breath. Just watching your breath flowing in and flowing out of the body. Let go of your to-do lists. Let go of any cares, any concerns, any worries. Take this time for you. If you'd like to bring your mind back to the practice at the beginning of class where we inhaled and place the word let in our mind, and exhale and place the word go in your mind. Feel free to do so. Just helps to calm a busy mind if the mind is starting to wander. So I'm going to leave you here to practice your legs up the wall pose for as long as you like. I look forward to seeing you on the mat tomorrow. Om Shanti. Namaste.